What's up, everybody? So, quick video today. I just wanted to kind of run through how I do my flickering light bulb effect in my haunted house and kind of how I run it. So, basically, the way that I have this set up is you can basically, whenever you need flickering bulbs anywhere in your home, you can just plumb them into your rooms, via extension cord, rather than needing a flicker box or an individual flicker light bulb for your individual scenes. This just makes it easier. Kind of makes it just like a control panel of just all your flickering lights. So yeah. So the things you're going to need for this are 2 surge protectors, or you could just use one. I use 2 because there's 2 outputs, and I like to have one that does fast flickers and one that does kind of light flickers. You're going to need your peekaboo AC, and then just X amount of light holders and LED light bulbs. The LED light bulbs are best because they don't, break as easy, and they don't use as much wattage because the peekaboo can only do 1200 max wattage, I think. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's how it is. And like I said, X amount of those for, however many flicker bulbs you need. So we're going to set this thing to normally closed on both outputs. So to do that, all you have to do is unplug your peekaboo and then hold down record output 1 and output 2 at the same time while you plug it in, and just let it do that for a couple seconds. And then when you see the red light flash 2 or 3 times, just let go, and then it'll be normally closed. And the reason that you want to do that is because when you record, the lights will just always be on, and then when you press the buttons they turn off, rather than vice versa, because it just gives more of an organic flicker look that way. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just programming it. For the output 1, I like to do kind of a slow flicker, because I want to have this one kind of be like a porch light in front of the facade and stuff, and then the other one I kind of do a violent flicker, because that one I'll just run into whatever rooms I need to. So I'll have a slow and a fast flicker to run off of, so I'll have 2 options. So now what we're going to do is plug our surge protector and lights in. Like I said, the first one is a slow flicker, and the second output is the fast flicker. So normally you would have 2 surge protectors so that you could run your lights from either of them. So first we'll do the fast flicker. Sorry. And like I said, you can run as many lights as you need to off this, because the LED bulbs just take up so little wattage that it's not really sketchy to run. I mean, I wouldn't run more than like 20 or 30 off of it, but who needs more than that many flickers, And at that point you would just want to get another controller if you were going to do more than that. So as you can see, nice little slow flicker on that. So yeah, now I'm going to move it over to the violent flicker and show you guys kind of how that looks. Obviously it's just a little bit crazier, and obviously you could do it fast flicker on both or slow flicker on both, or just however you want to do it. That's the thing that's awesome about having this controller, is that it's programmable. So it's totally up to you how it flickers, because there's a lot of other flicker boxes that and flicker light bulbs that they just flicker. There's no way you can program it. So that's why this little technique that I use is kind of unique. Whenever I say 20 to 30 bulbs, I mean per output. So really, for one controller, you could probably have 40 to 60 flickering light bulbs, either, being the slow or the fast, or however you decide to program both outputs. And you could probably use other controllers, but the peekaboo is just the easiest to use because it just has the outlets on it that you can plug into, and it's just the easiest for beginners and stuff. And the way you would want to have this set up is kind of just like back in kind of a control room where you would keep all your other lights and timers and foggers or whatever. And because if you've never heard of peekaboo being used, it kind of has this ticking sound whenever the outputs are being used. So keep that in mind, but you may end up actually liking the ticking. It's kind of like a click ticking sound. It's actually, I mean, it kind of sounds good with the flickering light bulbs, so it just depends on your preference. So what I'm doing right here is I'm basically, for the trigger section, I'm wiring it to where it just continuously plays, so it just loops my programming that I've done. And all I did was I took some 22 gauge wire and I put one end of it into the negative terminal and then one end into the in terminal. And once you do that, it'll just continuously run over and over again without stopping. So you could also have a motion sensor or something on it, but since I'm doing it to where I can, just wire in the lights all throughout the haunted house, I just want it like this so they're always flickering. And yeah, I think this is a pretty flexible option and kind of a cheaper option than getting, individual bulbs, because you can just use any light bulb for this. As long as it's like an LED. I mean, you could still use regular light bulbs for this. It's just they're more likely to break from just continuously turning on and off like this. And yeah, there it goes. It'll just keep replaying your animation that you put in, and you got flicker bulbs. And whenever you wanna, if you find a room in your haunt that you think needs some flicker bulbs, all you gotta do is run some extension cord from the surge protector to your scene and just keep doing that until you've got all your flickers that you want. And then all you have to do is turn on one controller and then your whole haunt has the flicker wherever you need it. So thanks for watching this. I just wanted to do this real quick because I hadn't seen anybody else do it on YouTube, like I said. So if you like it, let me know, and I hope you guys have a good day or night. Peace.